Ahoy and welcome aboard. I'm your sleepy time dungeon master. Maybe not that. Maybe just your sleepy time game master. And with me today is our charismatic cast and crew. Sound off and say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
It's us.
The storm rolls into the port again. The waves crash on the sand. The storms don't scare the sailors here as they prepare to leave land. Hoist the sails to catch the winds, a new adventure to begin. And our blood is of the sea, 'cause we yearn to be free. And we'll look to the horizon, it's where you'll find your prize in. 'Cause the storms don't scare the sailors here.
Now, while I sit here and definitely don't fall asleep, what happened last time?
Everyone made it back to the ship, and there's some gossip that happened. We found out that Bagram was going on a little date with the captain of the guard, and then she came calling, and Bagram left to go off with her. Locke played Cupid and set up Ty and Thea to go on their own date. They went for ice cream and had a little conversation and had a little kiss, and then we ended everything right there.
You forgot that we discovered Iggsy, half horse,
I knew this was gonna happen.
half fish.
That's right.
Well,
yes.
wasn't he a quarter horse?
Centaur, quarter.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because his we said
Right.
one of his
Mermaid.
parents.
Got it.
It might be
So
locked.
he's really half person, quarter fish, quarter horse.
Yes, that is accurate. Because mermaid and centaur.
No.
Too much math for me.
How do you find out he's closer to a frog than anything?
A frog.
Guess
Alright.
you got to kiss Iggsy.
Oh, is he a prince?
Oh no.
Those of
He
you in
turns
the
into a
future
frog.
rewatching this,
like Shrek.
Oh, Justin doesn't know that movie.
Yeah, Justin doesn't get that reference.
He won't.
Doesn't get the reference.
what are you doing on my ship? Oh God.
I also made a
No.
Shrek reference to him the other day, and he was like, "I've never seen it."
Because he's the worst.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna go to the. Actually, there's either a Shrek rave happening or it happened, but I am potentially being dragged to it. I sure hope it hasn't happened yet.
Incredible.
Well, believe that's everything. So speaking of Shrek rave, to our resident green boy.
Oh yeah, this one.
That does make sense, actually.
Thank you. I truly do. He's green, nature, onions. I
Has
don't
many
know.
layers.
Has many layers. Now is Locke donkey
Yes.
in this scenario. Oh.
Or I'm like the weird little gingerbread guy.
That one.
I,
Gingerbread guy.
I'm letting you know, my brain is so preoccupied. Pride. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with the episode. Bagram.
Yeah.
You make your way with. Actually, I think you're meeting her at a specific place. She left to go get out of work wear, and you're meeting her somewhere. Do you remember
Yeah.
where you're meeting her?
The Rumble and Rowdy Inn, because everyone said no business goes down there. But
Well, do you know where it is?
probably not.
Roll an investigation check for me.
I mean, he's no. We okay. We can.
I'll give you advantage though, because I believe she gave you some rough directions.
Let's see.
You rolled an investigation check. You got
Yeah.
a 10.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, a 10. You ask about here and there, and you're able to get decent directions, and yeah. It's sort of across town a little bit, but you make your way there. Guards seem to recognize you, and they sort of just let you pass here and there, or they give you a nod. And yeah, Bygram's just Spider-Man 3 walking through
Of
the
course.
streets.
Is there any other way to walk?
He's on a hot book date.
Yeah.
All right, so you make your way into the market circle, and there is this. It almost looks like a 2-story house mixed with a like stronghold. There's a excuse me. There's a stone ringed wall around this building. It's stylized to look like mountains, and you see that there are various tables that are actually outside. There are little patio umbrellas here and there. Groups of people just chatting about. You see on the inside, there are large glass windows on the outside that let you see that there is a very clean and almost modern interior. How to put it? It looks like it's a fancy place, kind of, but like not truly a fancy place. Like it was probably a small business that then got bought up and kind of reinvented itself for higher clientele. Anyways, you don't see the captain out here immediately. Do you head in?
Yeah, probably go in and
Okay. Inside, as you make your way through the door, there's a little bell that rings. This place smells of mint and lavender. You see that there are various little tables and I guess a conversation pits, kind of, where people are sort of just chatting. Some of them seem to have drinks here and there. There is a bar in the center, and you see that there is a couple of staircases that lead up to the second story. There are little lights and candles hanging from the ceiling. And there is a 3-person band in one corner playing just really soft music. All the staff that you see 4 of them. They all seem to be men. There's a Goliath, a half-orc, a hobgoblin, and like either the tallest dwarf you've ever seen or the most like squat, short human.
Okay. All right. I think Bygram's just gonna probably go to the bar. You know, she'll find him at the bar. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
yeah, be a little sweet.
Do you keep your back to the door? Do you turn around, kind of cool guy like?
Oh, cool! Absolutely. There's no one else. Bygram knows is here, so he can just like kind of let
Yeah.
himself just like
Okay.
relax. He can just
All right.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
I should have brought a flower or
You
something.
have your back to the bar and your your elbows are on the counter and you're just kind of vibing with the place.
Yeah.
It's not bad here.
Okay.
Do you order anything while you're waiting?
Probably just some water to start it off. You know, just that's you know.
All right, the little dwarf gives you a 2-finger salute. All right, boss, whatever it is.
Thank you, boss man.
It comes in a sort of like crystal cut glass. There's little ice cubes that are chiseled into like little mountains.
Ooh.
The water is the best water you've ever had.
Damn.
Except for maybe the water from that celestial spring, but like
Yeah, we're not comparing. It's, you know, top
Okay.
waters so far.
Great. 15 minutes go by. But eventually, you see who you think is Captain Elena.
Oh, okay.
Her hair is sort of let down a bit more than before, because if you remember, she had it like in a tight sort of braid.
Yeah, professional, right?
Yeah, professional. Keeps it out of her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's let down. It's
Okay.
still bundled and braided in some places. She wears a dark green leather jacket that seems to have seen some kind of wear or damage, but it has been repaired and embroidered in such a way that you wouldn't notice it at first glance. And she's dressed very plain, but like plain enough. She's dressed very plain, but she seems like she is like her clothing is higher quality.
Okay. All right.
Do you wave her down?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, hey, over. Over here. No, do it like a cool way. Like, hey, over here.
Does Bygram spend the 15 minutes practicing how he's going to say hi, or?
No, he just kind of he feels the vibe. He's been in here for about 15 minutes. Kind of knows the vibe is a bit more suave. So, you know, he's just like, what to say.
All right, viewers at home, do you think Bygram is this cool or not? I'm allowing it, but okay.
He's not around everyone else. That's
all right. You wave her down. You see that she has a like a satchel of some kind, and you're gonna guess that your books are probably in there. She makes her way in. Hi. Sorry, I didn't keep you waiting for that long, did I?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I got a chance to, you know, just kind of get a little seat for both of us. Got some water. It's really, really good. Really,
water.
Really quality. Stuff.
All right.
Why did you say water? Like,
most people try to unwind here a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was going to try to unwind alone. You know, I was going to be a gentleman, wait for you, and we can, you know.
All right. Well, thank you. I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So, what did you exactly want to? She sits down next to you and starts kind of rummaging in this satchel for something.
Yeah, I wanted a few books about if you had anything on dangerous plants. The Dark Forest is a big one.
She raises an eyebrow. That's so dark forest. Like, do you mean the? She pulls out a little map of the island and she slides her finger from this city across to the other side of the continent, or sorry, the other side of the island. You mean here?
Yeah.
No, let's see. Honestly, I grabbed an assortment from one of the academic caches and okay. Anything else?
I was gonna ask if you had anything on poisons or herbs. Yeah.
Poisons. I might be in a different section, but truth be told, I probably wouldn't lend you out anything about poisons since I only just know you.
Oh, that's fine. It's just like me just trying to figure some stuff out. You know, I'm kind of taking a bigger interest in nature, and I'll make sure me and my friends are safe with going to,
Okay.
see stuff like that.
Mm. How long you been a sailor?
I've been at it for a couple days,
Couple days.
a little more weeks. Anyway, yeah, couple weeks. I'm still new. I'm more of a land soldier than a sailor, so it's
Okay.
new.
I could kind of tell a little bit. So you're a soldier.
Yeah.
Where from? Who'd you fight for?
Oh. Well,
If you don't mind me asking.
part of me wants to keep it a mystery, but I think Pygro's willing to share that information with me.
Okay, mystery man.
No, was it the Andy? Is it the Fratraxial?
You are from Fratraxilon, yeah.
Fratraxilon. Okay. I was a part of the Fratraxilon. Call it situation.
Militia.
Yeah.
Can't say I've ever been. Is it nice
It's
there?
I mean, depending on how you look at it. Yeah. How about yourself? When did you start?
With all this?
Yeah.
Honestly, I took an interest in my teens and then worked my way up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
Seen some stuff here and there, but honestly, it's mainly either protecting one end of the city from monsters or dealing with riffraff that comes in the port.
Yeah, I've seen some shit too.
Not often we deal with something like today.
Yeah, is it a rare occurrence that this sort of monster attacks happen, or
monster attacks happen frequently enough that we are concerned about them. A lot more in recent years. But nothing like this. Sometimes it's just a migrating flock of manticore, or a bulette has dug its way up from the Underdark and accidentally caves in a part of the city.
Ooh, sounds rough. I mean,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have a lot of people that are good with masonry. So, what made you leave the soldier life and become a sailor of anything, of all things? You're like a Are you like a bodyguard? Seemed that way.
Bodyguard for who? No. That's funny. I was just to change the pace. I think I just got tired, and I just really needed to change. Is all.
Yeah.
Got a few signs that pointed me in a new direction, so I took it, and here I am now. Yeah.
Well, change is good. Traveling must be interesting. Especially with such lippy friends you have.
Oh yeah, they're a lot sometimes. Most of the time. All the time.
As you're
careful.
as you're chatting, she goes, "Derek, can I get 2? A little dwarf?" He goes, "All right." Comes back, 2 shots of whiskey.
Oh, haven't had this in a while.
Slides you one.
Yeah.
Well, here's the change.
Here's the change. Back downs it as well. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh,
And they say they distill it with some kind of mineral spring. Probably not true, but
yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It's not my forte. I just like drinking. I don't necessarily get into all the behind the scenes stuff.
well, if you like drinking, this place serves great stuff, but as you can tell from the staff and clientele, they'll be quick to kick you out if you start any problems.
Yeah. I got at least 2 people that would probably start problems for sure in a place like this.
Well, it's a good thing they have you to keep them in check then.
I try. I don't think I'm doing a great job though. It seems as though I don't know. Feels it's rough trying to just keep it together in front of all of them. But I try.
Not good. Sometimes we have to keep up a strong face. But it's always good to let it all out every once in a while.
Yeah, it's hard to let it all out in a ship when everyone's so bunched up together. It's yeah, that's my barracks honestly.
Let's see. I should probably get these 2. You can just have them. She pulls 3 books for you.
Okay.
One is green with a leather cover. There is kind of various vines and flowers kind of scrawled on the front. And it says, so the first one says, "The thorny roses bloom." She goes, "This one is sort of a tall tale, but it has a lot of truth to it. You might be able to glean something from
Okay.
some of the information in here." The next one is, she pulls out this sort of dusty rose covered book with silver writing. It's not too fancy looking, but it says, "From Thorn to Shore. This is a rough history of the flora and the fauna on this island, and it documents a little bit of the author's discoveries over their lifetime."
Okay.
There's also a little bit of agricultural information in here.
I'll take it.
The last one is she pulls out this thick, dark blue sort of. It looks old. It looks used. This is Fauna and Flora Ven. Classifies all manner of animals and plant life here. There's probably the occasional monster or other thing in here, but it's personally, I've thumbed through it a little bit, and it is a boring read because it is all classification.
Oh boy.
But sometimes the boring stuff has the best information.
Yeah. I remember. Oh boy. Okay. Well, truly thank you for this. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the way my allies were acting earlier today. It seems like they were a bit paranoid and probably not the best way to conduct business with everyone.
No, I can't say I wasn't intrigued by their energy.
Mm,
Have you said you've only been a sailor a couple of weeks. You run with them long?
no, it's they were part of the new
Okay.
sailor life.
You're really getting used to everything all at once, huh?
Yeah. It's like I said, it's been hard at times. Almost didn't make it out of one fight we had in a restaurant, but we
Well, promise me you won't fight in this restaurant at least.
oh no, the only I doubt there'd be any type of fighting here. Feels like a place some other stuff would happen.
The band switches to smooth jazz.
Oh.
You see Captain Elena perk up. Actually, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception. Oh, we're at a 10. Yeah.
10? Okay, that's enough. You do notice that like her ears, because she's a hobgoblin, so her ears are a little bit pointed. They like twitch a little bit at the changing to smooth jazz, and she kind of turns over and nods her head.
Oh. Did you want to dance? Do you want to?
Oh, I'm fine.
You
I'm
sure?
not really much. I'm not much of a dancer.
I feel like I keep hearing that from a lot of people, but then we get on the dance floor, they're surprised. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm a pretty good dancer myself.
Really, soldier boy?
Yeah, of course. There's some class under all this muscle, you know.
Roll a persuasion check.
That is a 16.
Ah, damn. Your DC was 15. Well, she gets up, motions to you. Why don't you take the lead? Maybe I can learn a thing or two.
Okay. All you just need is good support and get through any type of dance.
All right. Backer, make a performance check for me as you make your way to the dance floor and start to groove to smooth jazz.
Performance, that would be a 14.
14. Okay. Yeah. You listen for a little bit, but you find your rhythm and you start dancing to the smooth jazz. There's definitely some moments where they get a little bit more jazzy, and you start kind of shaking a little bit
That's
to
fine.
match the tones of the music. Elena kind of just bops her head, and do you hold out your hand to dance with her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. You take her hand and you start dancing. Um, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a dancer. I know all sorts of maneuvers and battle positions and everything, and like I'm limber, but not really a dancer. But this I could maybe get used to.
Yeah, it just takes a little time, a little patience. I'm the same way. I mean, I'm a bit more flexible. Work out every day. Yeah. Definitely trade battle maneuvers and stuff. So,
Yeah, what kind of maneuvers do you know?
the, that would require less people.
Oh my god! Hold on.
But
I think my cerebral cortex just decided to nuke itself. Okay. Okay. She raises an eyebrow at you. Jesus Christ! Roll a persuasion check for me, I guess.
oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was being smooth, but
This isn't a bugbear, Bethany. This is a hobgoblin.
that would be a 15.
15. Okay. She raises an eyebrow at you and gives you a smirk. Maneuvers with less people, huh? Well, I can't say I'm doing anything else tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm
Okay,
free.
I will ask this before this goes any further. Ben, is Bygram like giving off the energy? Yeah.
Thank you.
Is he putting down the vibes? Or
I
is he
think
just kind of like
I feel like he's doing it unintentionally, just because
yeah,
he's trying to match
okay.
what's going
Okay.
on. But if it happens, it happens. He's like, hey, it's if she's down, he's down to consent. It's
Okay. I'm just making sure.
yeah. We came for books, and now we're leaving to something else. I
Book
guess.
club.
Yeah, book club.
Some late night reading.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I lie? In my years of DMing, I have not really been put in this position often.
Wow, I'm glad I can.
I learn new things.
This is me flipping the chaos on you.
Now,
How does it feel?
well, you
Oh,
win. um, it's like, okay, well, why don't we get something to eat before we have to burn anything off?
yeah, absolutely. I just gotta be out by the morning, but I mean, I can. Yeah.
You and your crew leaving in the morning then?
Yeah, I gotta be back by 8 a.m.
Well, it doesn't give you much time here, does it?
I mean, I can make the most out of it.
She looks you up and down. Yeah, and how would you do that?
I mean, we're already at the place. We're already at Rumble and Rowdy Inn. So we can.
No, we could always get. We could always rumble and get rowdy.
Yeah. But I'll leave that up to you if that's what you want to do. You know, I'm 100% fine. Don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Let's have a couple more drinks. Could you give me one more persuasion check? You have advantage on this.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm letting you know I avoided wearing a coat today I have that has a high collar. And I really should have, because I could have matched Grayson with this.
That would be a 16 for persuasion.
Okay. A couple drinks later, a nice meal. You watch her make eyes at the dwarf and then like raise her eyebrows and like do like a fingered salute up to where you see one of the staircases.
Okay.
The dwarf gives her like a quizzical look. She raises one eyebrow, kind of head motions to you. Dwarf goes, slides her a key. Like, well, if you have to be back by 8 in the morning, you should probably get some rest right now. It's getting late. Come on.
Okay.
All right. You take her hand, and the two of you go upstairs.
Okay. All right.
And well, the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm at home pooping.
We cut to Locke.
Oh no.
We cut to Locke going,
I shouldn't have eaten that dinner.
What did you eat? The cook left.
Whichever was in the kitchen sink.
Locke just starts eating a bunch of raw potatoes.
We are one and the same.
It's fine. These aren't poison.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. Diagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. You spend an evening with the captain of the guard.
That's wonderful. Oh,
She was picking up what you were putting down.
I'm glad. I was. Whoa.
And you came here as emo bed.
Yeah.
It's the way the plot thickens. Hold on. Keep that
Yeah,
up.
then at
Speaking
break
of
you need to
thicken.
change.
Yeah, I'm gonna change clothes and all of that. Don't worry. Can't be emo after that.
Well,
Yeah.
while your night might have ended, well, potentially, maybe you'll. Who knows? I don't know if
Yeah.
Byram is going to leave the bed in the middle of the night.
No. He would get her a little something for breakfast or something.
Anyways, we still have some. we because they're still out there. We'll cut back to the ladies. Actually, no. We cut back to Locke. Locke, what are you doing on the ship?
I told you I'm pooping.
You're pooping. You ate some potatoes.
Your notebook into the lavatory area.
Well, I decided to go while I was writing. I was writing.
You're really working it out then.
All right.
I've got nothing else to do.
With your party at other places, Is there anything you'd like to get up to besides shitting and scribing?
No,
All right.
that's what I got going on.
All right. Well, we'll never figure out the mystery of if Iggsy is a horse ever again. For now. Okay, so we cut back from Locke recording his body thoughts as we, yeah, we cut back to the girls on the bridge.
Are we
Holding
on a bridge? I
hands.
thought we were on an overlook. I obviously
You're
don't know
like
where
on
we are.
it's like a big bridge that overlooks an
I
area.
understand. Thought it was
It's
more
on the
real.
map I posted earlier.
All right. Bold of you to assume I remember anything ever.
Well, I also posted the map at like 4 or
In the morning?
no, like 2 hours ago.
2
Oh.
hours.
Sorry, 4 my time.
I was at work.
It's pinned.
It's
Okay.
Ben. Anyway, sorry, it's Ben. Yeah. So, Ty, Fia sneaks a kiss from you. The two of you are locked in this moment. How long do you stay kissing? Is it quick? Do you pull away? Yeah, come on.
It's a hell of a question.
Yeah. How long's this kiss? Is it just a little peck? 3 seconds? Come on.
I mean, Ty's nervous about burning her, so she would pull away and just make sure that she's not, on fire or anything.
All right. As you pull away, looking into Fia's eyes, she's perfectly fine. She's not on fire. She's not corrupted. There's no dark veins coming from you where your lips touched, coalescing all over her body. There's no specter of the night apparating behind her to steal her away from you. She's just there, holding your hand and across from you.
Did I? Are you? I didn't burn you, did I?
No, did you mean to?
No,
Oh,
I just.
all right.
Ty brings her hand up to Fia's face and is kind of like surprised at being able to touch her and not hurt her.
Fia, her hand feels comforting and warm. And
You might run a little bit warmer than normal, but
otherworldly almost.
I don't think it's dangerous.
Like a loaf of bread.
It's a weird metaphor.
Good.
How do you? You don't feel suddenly like ill or perhaps... Actually, one moment, and Fia will sort of turn towards the water and like be listening and waiting.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm seeing if Umberlee has anything to say.
Mom, do you approve of my gay relationship?
Right. Well, it doesn't seem like we're going to be struck down immediately, so that's good.
Great. And I'm not burning you, so that's good. Great.
I thought you hated me.
No, I didn't. Maybe at the beginning I did a little bit.
That's fair.
I mean, you're very reckless.
Well, I'd like to think that's part of my charm.
You were a little reckless with other people at the beginning too.
Well, I guess I wasn't expecting to really stick around with any of you all, or rather that you would stick around with me.
Yeah, I get it. It's easier if you don't get attached, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything, you can't lose it. Have it taken from you.
Yeah.
I'm tired of everybody being a lesson.
I don't want to be
A lesson. Well, I'm not sure how much of that is in my control, but she's been
Maybe.
quiet for a while, so maybe she forgot about me.
I don't think you're easy to forget.
Oh, I don't know. Wouldn't be the first. Certainly not the last. Perhaps she found a new toy to play with.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she did, to be frank. But I don't know that someone can lose interest so quickly when it comes to you.
Well, now you're just trying to butter me up.
Maybe to make up for all of the other things I've said.
That's all right. You don't mind. I like a little bit of back and forth, you know?
Yeah. Me too. I am sorry, though, you know. When we were up there with the bird thing,
Mm.
You were trying to help me, and I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, well, I think I'm rather good at handing out advice, but, you know, not so great at taking it. Not that you know anything about that.
No, I'm pretty good at taking advice, you know.
That's one of the things that I think I noticed about you first. I was like, you know, this is a woman who can really, she takes direction.
Mhm.
She likes orders and being told what to do. And she's like, you got it, boss. I'll just do what you said.
Real follower. That's me.
For sure. Just
yeah. I was listening, though. I heard what you said. I just didn't want to.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's easier to just not. I don't know. It's annoying when somebody else tells you something. You're like, I fucking know, all right? I know, I get it. But I'm also not so good at knowing when that is. So I just sort of say shit.
Do you really think that everything that bird said, do you really think that it could lead to a cure?
Well, on one hand, I don't see why not. And on the other hand, I don't quite remember what the bird said. So it feels like it's been so long since that happened. And I don't have the greatest of memories. Which is ironic because I'm supposed to live such a long time. You'd think that I'd remember.
Sure, hard to remember memories for decades.
Perhaps, but that wasn't decades ago. That was like days. But anyway, if you're asking if I think that Isle could be around, I do. I do think she could be because, I mean, who just fucking turns into water, you know? And like, your god is water. So like, as surely she can be like, not anymore. Back you go.
Right.
Right? I mean, like, I've heard so many stories of Umberlee, I mean, it gets more of a torment when she does it, but I've heard of her, if somebody like spurns her, not like romantic advances, although maybe, but like if they don't give proper tribute or if they curse her name, that she will like strike them down and then sort of bring them back as like an unholy servant. So like if Umberlee can do that, what's to say that Eldith can't do that for Oil, but not in a terrifying, horrible way, but in like a nice, chill, have your life. Maybe, what if, follow me on this, what if right before Oil was about to, expire, Umberlee, nope, that's the wrong goddess, Eldith was like, I'll turn you into something I can control, and then that way I can turn you back. Maybe it's like a stasis.
Maybe. Maybe that's what's keeping things at bay for me right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have, like, I mean, you're still, like, you're glowing.
Yeah.
Is that forever?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what's happening.
And your goddess, she's not, like, also a fire goddess, and she's just, like, a bit of both, a bit of yes and no, and a bit of...
Not that I know of.
Hmm.
I met her in a waterfall, so I don't know that a fire goddess would enjoy that very much.
Well, but I mean, in this, she was like, oh, why not both, Sometimes people are like, why not both?
Like, I guess I've actually never asked her, really.
How are you going to know if you don't ask?
Yeah. I think if my curse has the potential to be broken, maybe yours does too.
I truly can't remember if I've ever said this before, but I'm a little bit afraid that I'm not cursed. And I'm afraid that perhaps these bad things that have happened to me have just happened to me, and that's just the chaos of the universe. And in fact, there's nobody to blame for the shit that's continued to happen in my life. Maybe I'm perpetuating it. Who knows? And that's a little bit scary, and that means that it's just, I don't know what to do about that. It's easier to blame Umberlee.
But good things have happened too.
For now, I guess I'm just waiting to see if the other shoe drops. If you feel ill in the next, 48 hours, let me know. If the ship is struck down when we try to leave port, maybe if you're eaten by a giant shark, or well, there was pirates one time. So there was a mutiny. That one was bad. So
Well,
just
I can heal illness, and I can swim pretty good.
Can you? I suppose. Well, is that rude?
I can't breathe underwater like you and Locke can, but
You're missing
I'm a
out.
strong swimmer. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm missing that.
Well,
and I am not afraid of punching a shark. So
I believe that. Surely they'd have to be mad to try to mess with you. They'd look at you and they'd be like, that's not a fight I want to take on.
just saying, 3 of those things, not a worry. So maybe you can enjoy some good for a bit.
All right, Paul telling the kettle to enjoy some good.
Sure. I'm enjoying this. never doesn't usually end very well if I'm holding someone's hand or anything else.
Well, I mean, who's to say, right? I mean, both of us are looking at an end. Perhaps we should just be looking at a now.
Yeah. Ty leans in again to kiss her.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't make that face, Vigram.
You don't get to say jack shit.
I will make all the faces I want to.
Can't go on
Your
a
face is
face
busy
journey.
right now.
That's the face you're making as you see this muscle mommy take her shirt off, and you're like, fantastic. You're getting it on. You don't get to say anything. You're busy. Anyways, is there anything else to do if you want to continue doing, or
We have to get Locke a smoothie.
This is true. Yeah. Before that shop closes, we're going back to get Locke a smoothie.
He'd be so
Okay.
sad without it, and we have to hear about. You know, EXC.
ladies, you want a smoothie?
Oh,
Right. I forgot.
I did it. All right.
I hope it's good.
Me too. Hope it's worth it.
The freeze whiz has got you.
Did you give yourself that nickname, or was it bequeathed upon you?
He raises an eyebrow and there's a vine boom.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Magically inclined people. This is prestidigitation. I'm sure you can vine boom prestidigitation. Anyway, yeah, he gets you a molten marshmallow mountain rumble mumble shake.
Sure.
Locke is going to be so ill.
Yeah. We should get him fruit. Something fibrous.
Maybe something. Should we
Feed
do
him-
charcoal to like soak it up a little?
Just feed him a rope.
We just got to get him like little tablets of fiber.
Metamucil.
What am I? Your fish?
Yes.
Yeah, honestly. At
We
this
got to get the
point-
good tablets. He's getting the bloat.
Oh, little
Damn.
guppy. Time for you fiber.
That's so
Listen,
sad.
you have to eat these little hardtacks or else you'll get fin rot.
Mm-hmm. You'll get ick.
Maybe that.
Locke reveals that he had fins before, but they did rot off.
No. Locke.
All right.
Like on
This rumble mumble milkshake will cost you 4 silver.
I'm sure I've got it.
All right. You get Locke's milkshake. If you want, yeah, you can find a alternative to dinner for him that will probably be healthier for him than a whole milkshake.
We'll
Yeah,
buy
like-
some like cherries if they have any,
Yeah.
or
Like, should we get him something truly like a potato or something starchy to soak up some of that sugar? He's going to be bouncing off the walls.
yeah.
He's going to be
Yeah.
swinging that hammock so hard, he's going to rock the boat.
Probably.
Who says he's not going to go into a diabetic shock?
I don't think diabetes could take him.
Yeah, maybe we can maybe just pick up some food.
Well, what is it? What time is it? Do you think the cook has served dinner yet?
Ding ding. Hi, your dungeon master here. um, you recall that Aiko has left the ship to go on a crazed grocery run.
Oh, I see.
So he's not made dinner tonight.
Well, surely we can figure out potatoes.
I'm sure we can. I had to cook, at least once a week. We shared duties.
Good. I've never cooked before. That wasn't part of my job.
Ever.
Well, not really. I mean, when I was wee, I just was sort of scavenging. When I was with my folks, they cooked. I was far too little to be near any open flame. Probably wise. And then once I started sailing, there's always been a cook.
It's so different on ships.
I like it. It's variety. Everybody has a role. You know what your role is.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of comforting in a way.
There's chaos, but it's sort of an organized chaos,
I wonder if what happened to me when I was a kid didn't happen if I would have lived on ships the way that you did. Family were merchants.
You mean the way that, you turned?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you said it happened on a ship.
It did. We were merchants by sea.
Oh, I understand. Sorry. I'm following now. I keep eyeballing Locke's milkshake, and then it gets me a little bit.
I'm sure you could try it and he wouldn't mind.
Well, it feels rude to try it without even asking.
He's probably going to ask you to try it.
Well, I'll try it when we're together. Keep eyeballing it.
In the strange but magical container it's in, it's like a tornado of flavors and clouds.
This looks intense.
Yeah, I'm having like a little bit of regret that this is what we chose, but it'll be an adventure for him at least.
Right, I understand. Little spike of fear there, but that's all right.
So are you just gonna go back to the kitchen and see what's there and use stuff, or do you want to find something to bring back?
Should we buy a potato?
Surely the ship has potatoes. They don't go bad quickly, right?
Your guess is as good as mine.
They don't go bad quickly.
Right.
Well, we'll make a
gamble
thing out of it. Yeah, I think he's had enough of this island. So maybe if we just cook something together with him, I'll cheer him up a bit.
Yeah.
I know how to cook, so I'll tell you what to do. The follower that I am.
That's true. How you're gonna just flounder in this role?
I know. I'll try.
Into responsibility.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
But I'll try to be easy to teach.
Okay.
Okay, the two of you start making your way back to the ship with Locke's milkshake. Locke, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
I'm in the toilet.
Still taking the longest shit.
The longest shit of this. Well, he got distracted.
I'm also writing and my legs have fallen asleep.
Which is why you don't feel Mock sneak up to you and just.
Ow! Hi.
You feel Mock rummage around behind you, and then he's got a corn dog.
Oh, that's concerning. There's not a lot that I feel is concerning, but
He tried to put it in your mouth.
No. You found it in the toilet, Mark. I'm not a baby bird. I'll hold on to it if you would like.
Nestles it in your pocket or your sleeve.
All right. Save it for you later, I guess. All right. I'll get out.
He hops off of you, shuffles to the door. You don't know how he got in. And he just...
You're incredible.
Can you give me a perception check?
I can. This one. Oh, incredible. That's a 22.
You watch as like Mock just like kind of like pecks at the door and like pecks at like the wall and everything, and like there's a moment where like you're not directly looking at him, but you see him out of the corner of your eye, and he kind of just like pushes himself into like the space between the door and the wall, and he just kind of like pushes in and just...
Oh, he's like a little jelly. I have to tell someone. They're never gonna believe me. I would write it down. He's coming out.
All right.
He's wiggling his leg.
The feeling comes back to your sea legs as you make your way out of the washroom. Ship's quiet. There's the occasional squawk that almost sort of echoes through the place.
Did everybody leave?
You're not sure. A lot of people did go out on the town.
This is my chance. I could put the captain hat on.
Do you have a captain's hat?
I mean, I have my hat.
All right.
I'm gonna go to Kyrene's room.
Okay. Do you put the hat on before or?
It's already on.
All right. You've got your hat on. You make your way up and out towards the captain's quarters.
It's gonna knock.
Hello.
You hear a, hello, what is it?
Damn. I was just seeing if anybody else was on the ship.
Well, I'm sure there's someone else. Are you lonesome, Locke?
No. I think it's just you and I, though. I think everybody else went out.
Oh. Well, Iggsy's around here somewhere.
Oh. I'll find him.
I wouldn't bother him. He likes his alone time.
Well, I don't like my alone time, so...
Well, she opens the door. You're welcome to come in, then. You don't have to come in, but...
Okay. Is this a test?
Why would this be a test?
I don't know. What are you doing in there?
Give me a perception check. She's opened the door so you can peek. And I feel like sneaking a peek is a Locke energy kind of thing.
9.
Even if you did sneak a peek, your hat kind of like shifts a little bit to cover your eyes and you bring it back up. Oh, I'm just doing a little bit of light reading and figuring a couple of things out.
What are you reading about?
I am reading. It's a book I got in Petra. It's a basic summary on the basics of artifice. I'm trying to dabble a little bit into some of that.
Oh, is Petra known for that?
Well, we went to that one magic shop, right? And I picked up a couple of things. She pulls out like out of her pocket, just like a series of little like gears and gadgets and little crystals and stuff. It's like, well, I picked up some things to try tinkering with, and also.
Can I have one of those?
Maybe.
Oh.
They're mainly just little pieces. They're nothing yet. But if you want, I could figure out how to make something, and I could give it to you.
I don't really know if I want something like that. That one's just shiny.
Well, if you want to, you can come in. I've got drinks.
I'm not much of a drinker.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, if you want to come in, I'll leave the door open, but I am going to try to figure out how I can... It's all magic.
I know magic.
Well, do you think you could explain something about arcane ley lines to me? She holds up this book to you. It's like, I'm supposed to I don't know, something about runes or inscribing sigils on something. This is more of a friend of mine's expertise, and Iggsy knows a little bit about it, but I'd like to take things into my own hand.
Probably shouldn't do that if you're not an expert in it. You could blow us all up.
I'm taking the steps to figure it out. It's something I'm not good at, so I'm trying to get better. You don't have to help me.
Well, I could help.
Well, I'd appreciate that. So she like slides in a little bit. There's a charcuterie board if you'd like. I can't eat it all myself.
I'll have a little piece, I guess.
All right. You make your way to Kyrian's office. She kind of sits down at this desk. She motions to there's like a comfy like lounger of some kind. There's a couple of little stools here and there. You can pick whatever seat you want. And she's like, okay, so, and you see on her desk there is, there's sort of like the easiest way to say it is there looks like there is a like steampunk clockwork arc reactor kind of looking thing, but it's in like several pieces. There's like different little rings. It's like, I'm really trying to figure out this project of mine. It's just, I don't know. I know a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe having a magical expert would help.
Right. I'm the magical expert, so it's a good thing that you asked me.
All right, well.
We're gonna look at it.
All right. Give me either an investigation or an arcana roll.
Okay. 21.
21. You don't know exactly what this thing is, but it looks like based on like some of the things she has like written down for you, like can see her notes, some of the little crystals she's placed into things. It looks like this is trying to It essentially looks like some kind of device to channel and redistribute energy.
Why are you making this?
Well, sometimes I feel I can be a little bit. I have a lot of pent up energy inside of me, and I'm trying to see if I can harness that in different ways.
Like, what do you mean? Like you're angry? Are
Not.
you right?
I'm all right. I'm just looking. I'm this device. I'm looking to try and supercharge myself, I suppose, so I can maybe go faster or be stronger. But obviously, that kind of thing could be dangerous in the wrong hands, and I'm trying to figure out maybe even how to make this kind of temporary or less harmful. Or
Right.
it could
It
also just
shatter
be
all your bones.
potentially.
Right. And I'm sure Iggsy would be pretty upset about that.
Oh, I feel most people would be upset if their bones shattered, or at least if we're talking about me specifically. The crew would probably be a little upset, but I don't think they'd be completely worse for wear if my bones shattered. Maybe if I died, but, I might still survive if all my bones shatter. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm a little optimistic about some things.
I mean, that's all right. You can be. If you die, though, can I take over?
No, unfortunately, look. That goes to Iggsy, and then if Iggsy dies, it goes to Gabby, or is it... Where are you?
Looking real slim for promotion here.
It either goes to Anwin or Gabby. I mean, how do I put this? Well, promise me you won't mutiny, but... She raises an eyebrow at you. All right. Well, if I do die, and then...
All of those people subsequently die.
Honestly, if Iggsy dies, then it could be put to a vote.
So I just got to be popular amongst the crew. Got it.
I mean, what captain isn't? Well, I suppose not every captain is popular amongst their crew, but they at least respect them. To a point, I suppose. All right.
I didn't say anything.
You're giving me a look. Well,
I'm listening. I'm an active listener.
I appreciate it. In the case I die, there is a chance that Iggsy does not want to be captain.
Okay, I'll talk to him. I have a question for you about Iggsy.
What? All right. What is the question? I guess we're close knit, so I know things.
Have you met Iggsy's dad?
The Chancellor? Yes, I have.
A chancellor? Jeez. Does he have 4 legs?
No, he does not have 4 legs, but he does have, oddly enough, 4 arms.
Oh.
A trait that Iggsy didn't inherit as a Veldican.
Like a shrimp.
Not exactly like a shrimp, but I think Veldican are a little bit more amphibious, if anything.
Like a frog.
Like a frog. But truth be told, don't call him a frog man. He doesn't like that.
Well, no, that's okay. It's clear he didn't inherit any of the frog things. It's good news, though.
Why do you ask if his father had 4 legs, though?
Oh well, Thea and I were just discussing what family lineage everyone might have. Iggsy came up.
Well, I don't know what his mother is like, but I know his father is Veldican, just like he is.
Maybe she has 4 legs.
Maybe. Could be
Right.
why he didn't end up with 4 arms.
Does he have an extra set of legs we don't know about, and he just wears really big pants?
You know, I've never seen his legs without pants, so I don't know.
Okay.
Do you think he has 4 really skinny legs then?
Maybe. Like an ant.
Like an ant.
Well, all right. I'll have that conversation with Iggsy, not about his 4 legs, but about
Well,
stepping aside.
that would involve me having to pass away. So promise me you won't kill me just yet.
I wasn't planning on killing you.
All right. Oh, good. Well, anyways, if you'd like, you can have a drink, you can eat. I'm going to try something. And so
Should I go?
No, you can stay. It's fine.
Okay, but if we both die, people will be really upset that I'm dead. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll make sure that you don't die then.
Okay.
And as Kyrene tinkers away and you kind of study things, look at her book, say a quick few comments here and there, Kyrene seems to warm up to you.
Okay.
A little bit. There's still an awkwardness. And no, you're not
What?
nothing. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that as she tinkers away, we pull away from the ship and into our break for the evening. We'll see you
We
all
pull
in a little
out
bit.
from the ship. Ayo.
We pull out of the ship as Bygram pulls out of that.
No!
Anyways, thanks for coming.
Oh no.
It's done. We're finished.
Not even a break. We're just finished. That's the end of the campaign.
The end of the campaign.
Can't believe
Bygram getting it on.
Brought a
Bygram
Brought
plays
this to an
his
end.
son in the next one.
this is how I met your mother.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Hey, oh, all right. Go
Oh
to break.
no.
Bye.
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
It was on this ocean you found your adventure with a true sailor's heart, putting the ink to your story that set you apart. The waves on those waters, they swayed and they crashed, but the heart of you sailors is braver than its brash. I know these currents will carry you home, because home is wherever you roam. The ink in your pages may run, but these stories have already begun. And when the storm rolls through the port again, and the waves crash on that sand, we know those storms don't scare you sailors there. You were all made to leave dry land. So you hoisted sails and you caught the wind as your journeys all did begin, and your blood is of the sea. You all set sail to be free. You heard that horizon hailing, because that's where your destiny's sailing. No storms out there can stop you sailors here. So let's sound off, cast and crew, as another drop drips into the sea and the tide's ebb and flow brings you all back to this wonderful story.
Hey, this is Bygrim. Yes, the Bygrim. Coming at you to remind you that we have new episodes of the Charisma Saving Show coming out soon. So you better be there or you're going to hurt my feelings like Ty does all the time. And no one wants a sad Bygrim. New episodes are coming out soon.
Well, speaking of growing up, waves crash, and we return to our story in the port. Who wants to go first? Where should we pick up? All right, ladies.
Y'all didn't join the nose goes.
Do you hold hands on your way back to the ship?
Yeah, Ty hasn't been able to touch anybody in a long time.
I'm letting you know, like, that one song from Arcane where they start. Is it the song that plays when they're doing it? When Ty and
Feeling fantastic?
Yeah, that played.
That is in fact the jail scene.
That is okay. Yeah, jail scene. That is played every time you two have had a scene in my head the last 2 episodes.
That's a great song.
Musical expert.
Anyways, yeah, okay. You hold your hands, making your way downtown back to the ship. Yeah, you make your way back to the ship. You see that there's a couple of people here and there on the ship. Not very many. It seems like everybody's gone out. Yeah. What do you do? Do you keep holding hands? Do you go find Locke?
We have to deliver a milkshake, so we are gonna look for Locke.
All right. Go ahead. If you'd like, you can make a perception or investigation check, or you can role play your way to finding him, wherever he may be.
I mean, I'd probably check his room first.
Surely there's no way that he's still using the facilities.
Our room.
Our room, yeah.
You go downstairs to check your room. He's not in there. There is, you do see, as you open the door, Mock is in there. There is a bag of, like, half-eaten sausages and little, like, breadsticks, and he's just, you watch, you open the door and he turns with, like, a whole sausage, like, halfway out of his mouth.
I hope you choke on that. I'm gonna close the door.
You close the door. Locke's not in there.
That's not a bird, right?
That
like we're in
thing's
agreement.
fucked.
Right. You let it sleep in there with you.
Not with me. Locke insists he's not allowed on my bed.
Have you ever woken up and it's just like there, standing over you?
No, but thanks. Now I'm gonna actually worry about that.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's look in. I don't know, where else would he be? Up top? He's probably looking for someone to talk to.
Fia will just start shouting Locke's name.
No one responds.
she's killed me.
We cut to Locke. Kyrene is showing you all sorts of like neat little trinkets she has. She has like a little it's like a little compass, right? It's like a thick, heavy compass, but if you press it and twist it, it pops up into a little lantern.
Do you use that when you're traveling?
Sometimes it's pretty good light and everything, and you can sometimes just have it as a compass and then try to figure out your bearings and then get a little bit of light again. And I did a little bit of adventuring back in the day, and it was helpful.
Right. And you're trying to do that now?
Adventuring? Yes, I suppose.
Oh, sorry, I misheard. But you want to go adventuring?
Well, honestly, life on the sea is always an adventure. So, I'm already adventuring.
Right. Of course. Always an adventure.
I'm sending a message to Locke, by the way.
All right. We cut back to the two of you. Locke doesn't respond. How do you act before you send the message?
Do
Do you think he's dead?
No. Just a
Do
second.
you think he got taken?
By
Okay.
who?
I don't know. Maybe Umberly got confused.
Yeah, different blue person.
Yeah.
One sec. I'm going to send a message to Locke.
All right.
Hey, Guppy, where are you?
Locke, as Kyrene is showing you like all manner of like neat little things she's either bought or like found or gifted to her, you hear a message in your head from Ty, and you can respond back in your mind.
I'm on this ship.
Okay, he's here somewhere. He didn't say where. Go up top. Maybe he'll hear you then.
Like in the crow's nest.
I mean, I don't know that you need to be shouting from way up there, but let's go on the deck.
All right, you go on the deck. Give me a perception check.
Just tired, the both of us?
Both of you.
Both of us.
I'm going to close
23.
23.
Not going to be as good as that. 19.
19. You don't see Locke immediately, but you do notice that Kyrene's door is open. There's a little bit of like lamplight coming out, and you do hear like some voices, and you probably do hear Locke saying something. Ty, you with a 23, you definitely pick out like that it is Locke.
Great. We're going that way. And I'm knocking on the door.
Before you, like when you're about to knock, you'll able to just sort of like jerk the hand that you guys are still holding, and she'll sort of like look down at your joined hands and then look at Ty, be like,
Oh, sorry. I just
no, it's not that. It's just what? This is a bit. Well, Lockle.
It doesn't have to.
No, it's
be anything you don't want it to be.
I just feel compelled to be honest.
Okay.
Well, especially because you weren't struck down immediately. And
You're right.
perhaps it's given me a wee bit of hope. But, well, I do. I like you quite a bit. But I also, I thought perhaps maybe Bygrim would also. And I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I knew that. I shouldn't have.
No, I'm glad you did.
As you're having this conversation in front of the door that is open, you hear, "Hello, is someone out there?" Hold on, Locke.
I'm gonna shut the door.
Locke, Kyrene goes to get up, and then the door shuts. She quickly grabs this razor that she has, and like clips it in, and like pulls like a spectral knife out of it. Look, we might be in danger.
I think that's a little bit hasty.
Someone's
I
out
got a message in my head from Ty, and she asked me where I was.
Oh. All right. Well, they could have just
Also,
not
you
just come
should,
in.
like, I don't know. It's kind of like you should be a little bit more diplomatic.
Honestly, no one else was here, and then the door just closed. I had to be protective.
Hello?
Hello? Is that Ty?
I'm holding the door closed for a moment.
Kyrene starts creeping up. Look, she's not saying anything. That has to mean something.
Maybe she is in danger. Ty!
He's gonna try to shake the door.
Fia's just watching us now.
Give me a contested athletics check. As you start shaking the door, Kyrene is like ready to she's like by the door, ready to strike just in case.
I'm just dying from embarrassment. Wow,
15.
Hey, Bygrim, you can't say anything. You're fucking raw dogging it right now.
At least I'm not embarrassed about it.
Yeah. That's not what you said in chat.
That's what I'm saying now. Life changed.
We're happy clothes.
Okay. Contested athletics. What did you two roll?
Contested story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Athletics.
Wow.
24.
The strongest person in the world is on the other side of this door.
What did you roll?
24.
15.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Locke, you're trying. You almost think you get like a little bit, but no, it's stuck. Someone's got you trapped in here.
On the other side of the door, as Ty's holding it closed, turns back to Fia and says, "Take your time. It's fine."
Please don't pull away.
Ty, with the hand that was, she's got one hand on the door. She lets go of Fia's hand and cups her face and says, and kind of kisses her other cheek and says, "I've got nowhere to go."
While this is happening, Locke, can you give me a perception check? Oh, damn.
15 again.
Oh, wait, you're a rogue. Hell yeah, brother. Hold on. Oh, that was worse. Okay. Kyrene goes, "Look, I'm going to go sneak I have a window here. I'm going to go sneak out. Okay? You stay here.
Okay.
Stay safe. I'll see what's on the other side of the door." You watch her quickly move to this door, pull like 2 different handles, open it, and like slip out. And she like launches herself where you think like she's gonna hit the water, and you don't hear anything. I hate to do this to the two. Could the two of you? Oh no! What's your passive perceptions?
14.
15.
15. Okay, cool. Coming around the side of the captain's quarters, the two of you are having this conversation as you see a figure start to emerge from the shadows. There's a spectral knife. 14 is her stealth check, so meets it, beats it. So the two of you turn in time to see Kyrene kind of like come around to like peek and see what's happening and like attack someone. You can keep having your conversation.
No, if I'm feeling like there's someone coming to attack us, Ty's let go of the door and she's
Locke
interjected
yanks
herself.
it open and goes flying.
So like you're like mid conversation and she's like coming around.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject myself between Fia and this threat. And
Okay,
let going of the door.
Irene leaps out and then like sees the two of you and just like springs to like she like leaps around the lip of the ship and like sees the two of you and just kind of like rather than being in a diving motion, she springs back up into her feet. It's like, oh, and then Locke pulls the door open.
Fuck, princess.
I could say the same thing.
We work on this ship.
All right, but my door suddenly shut and no one said anything.
We're having a private conversation.
In front of my door?
I think
Just
I'm
happened to be there.
A private conversation right in front of my open door.
Well, that's why I closed it. Locke, are you okay?
No.
Look, we brought you a milkshake.
Kyrene had pointy things in here, and I'm pretty sure one of them is inside of me now.
We had a charcuterie board. He might have tried eating a toothpick by accident.
No! One of the cheese spread knives is in my ribs.
Why did you?
Because I fell.
I'm gonna go make sure that Locke isn't bleeding out.
Please do. I don't
I'm
know how a rounded knife cut through him, but
You fall on anything
It's
hard
just a little
enough.
fish.
I suppose
Look,
he
I have
is.
your milkshake. It's marshmallow and
That'll cure me.
storms.
I thought it might. I'll go ahead and help Locke up. You okay?
No, I'm having a time.
Want a milkshake?
Yes,
Fia's got it.
thank you.
I can't promise the flavor. The guy making it really enjoyed the task, though.
You know, he was committed to his job, and
Should
that's
be
commendable.
delicious.
We thought we could make dinner if that cook, what's his name? Doesn't matter. Don't think he's on the ship anymore. So
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I would not touch the kitchen without Aiko's permission. He gets a little territorial.
He won't know. I'm sure we can put it back right where I've got such a spotless memory for. Don't worry about it, Captain. It'll be fine.
As your captain, I want to assure you that you should do what's best for your safety, but if you think this is correct...
what's the worst that could happen?
Do you like eating 3 meals a day? Every day?
That's kind of his job on the ship, you know. It would be cruel and unkind for him to never feed us again just because we were hungry now. I'm starving.
But how are you starving after eating half of the charcuterie board?
He's a growing
This
boy.
is growing boy. Exactly.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Look at those gains. The Look at those arms. They were at least 2 times as noodly when we first met him.
And
It's true.
He has 2 abs now.
I have overheard you saying that you need to work out with Bygram, and that's quite the task.
I ate a raw egg this morning.
Didn't even mean to.
Oh. Isn't that how you get salmonella poisoning?
No, that's actually a myth. It's not in the eggs, it's in the flour.
Do you know a lot about salmonella? Did you think it was like a salmon named Ella?
Well,
and that's how you started learning about it.
You know what?
No, but I do know this fact.
I am captain, so I'm sure he won't get mad. She closes
just
the
like
door.
royal decree him to not kill us.
Do you know how a royal decree works?
Nope. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Well,
you're a princess, so
you say, by royal order, you can not kill these 3 for making food.
Immune to dinner-related crimes.
Just in case he's locked it, let me come with you. I have the keys.
Oh, I was.
Yes, part of his contract is that he gets full reign of the kitchen.
Oh, I was more just thinking I could open it, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You hired us, princess.
I would like if you'd stop calling me princess, but
I'm sure you would.
Make it a royal decree.
I'm not going to wave around that kind of power just for that. No. She goes into
I'll
the room.
whisper to Ty, I think she secretly likes it.
I think so too.
She goes into the room, closes and locks the window, comes back out. All right, let's see. No. Come on.
His pimples violate.
Yeah. You finally.
It's like when Milhouse and Bart have the squishy.
Yeah, it is.
That's Locke.
This milkshake is so many flavors. It's smooth but thick. There's chocolate, there's sweet, there's something else you don't know about. There's a hazelnut, who knows? There's a couple of different things in there. There's like little chunks of something that are oh so tasty. There's so much sugar in here. There, at one point, you swear the sugar content is so high that you feel like your lips starting to electrify. It was great.
I'm like a little eel. Who's electric, is what I'm saying.
Great.
I'm feeling good. I don't know that I need any dinner.
I think maybe dinner is a good idea.
Okay. What are you going to make for me?
Depends what's in this kitchen, I guess.
A potato.
Oh, but just a single potato.
Well, like a potato dish.
Hey, Locke, how many potatoes did you eat earlier?
When?
Like in Locke's life.
Did you not say you were eating a bag of potatoes earlier before going to the washroom?
Nope, that was a story that Erin was telling us about a cat.
Okay. I crossed the street.
I was just writing. I do have some news for you, though. I was in the toilet, right, for a couple of hours, and I was writing.
Are you okay?
Yes, I just needed a place by myself.
Okay.
Anyway, and I was in there, and Muck came in with a weird sausage, and I was like, he tried to feed it to me, and I was like,
you didn't eat it.
I did. You did. It's in my pocket.
Great. You see the corn dog sticking out of Locke's pocket.
Right. It's got stuff on it. It's more than a sausage. So. And then we were going out. We were doing a thing, and he just he looped through the wall.
He what?
He was like pushing himself through the wall, and then he turned all skinny and gooey, and he just went through the wall like a little crack in the wall.
Like, that's not a bird, right?
Maybe it's a bird we've never discovered. Also, pretty sure it's a greater deity.
I don't know that any greater deities would be scarfing down sausages the way that he was when I opened our room.
If you were a greater deity, would you not be scarfing down sausages?
I can think
You
of a
need
few other
every
things.
sausage in the world.
Not high on my list,
Right.
but I suppose it's a possibility.
That's true.
Anyways,
I have some other news, everybody.
oh, okay.
So, Iggy's dad, right? Not a centaur.
Oh,
However, has 4 arms and
okay.
is a chancellor,
Oh, okay.
but also, we think maybe Iggy could still have 4 legs.
Where's he hiding the other 2?
Like they're really skinny.
And they're in the same pant leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's why his pants are so wide.
It's also probably why he wears those long jackets and cloaks and everything.
That makes sense.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what I got
Anyways.
today.
Kyrian unlocks the kitchen for you.
Great. Let's see what's in here. I don't imagine that Ty is an excellent cook, but I do feel like they did share chores. And so she was probably taught, like, okay, it's Monday, so you and these 3 other kids get to learn how to make something.
You're good at stews.
Right? That's what she'll look for then, in terms of ingredients and supplies.
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
Sure. Oh, that's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. There's you find that there is a lot of ingredients stocked in this place. He's got like little drawers, and when you open the drawers, there's like almost like a there is like a wooden file folder, and things are put in little compartments, and there's like little tubes. You find there's a lot of different spices and other stuff. You find all sorts of dried vegetables and other things, but you find what you need to make a decent stew.
Right. She's trying to include Locke in the, like, could you look for thyme, or could you look for this spice, or whatever, to give him a job. I feel like she's also like a little I mean, she's happy right now, so I think she's just a little like catching Fia's eyes sometime and like smiling a little bit, but also try not to make a big deal about it. So like trying not to do that. She's at war with herself.
Oh, Fia would definitely be like, am I doing it right? And like proudly pushing around the potato in a pan.
Locke is like very with like the most concentration, like pouring a little vial of thyme in it. And he just goes,
So how is the ice cream?
It was
quite sweet.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice time?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
would have known all about it, but I had to poo.
All right. Apparently for a couple hours. That's not good luck.
Well, I was just taking a little it was
Like, were you
self-care.
like, I know this is a little bit untoward in the kitchen, but like, you weren't actively going for 2 hours. If so, you should probably talk to the ship medic.
No,
You're
I
gonna
was
hurt
writing.
yourself.
I was writing in my book. I just figured I would
Oh, 2
also.
birds, 1 stone.
Mm.
I mean, that's efficient.
Is it? He spent 2 hours in there.
I mean, what if
I was
he
taking care.
what if he had to go again? Well,
I mean, that's not the lesson that I think we should be learning from this.
All I'm saying is I would have liked to go out for ice cream, so I'm glad you had a good time without me.
Oh, well, look, we could have taken you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I would be disappointed if you had a bad time, is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, we didn't mean to exclude you.
Oh, no, you're reading me wrong.
Right?
well, next time, come with us.
Or you could go alone again.
please take him with you next time.
Are we gonna be?
She gives you a cheeky smile.
Locke gives her the dirtiest look.
Didn't want to go in that room anyway.
Are we heading out in the morning?
Yes, we will be.
Right.
I want to say I would have preferred to head out tonight, but we have to wait for payment, and it's not like we're missing too much by heading out tomorrow morning than tonight.
Sure. I'm happy to leave tonight if that's the case.
Everyone's gone.
Everyone's gone, so I'd rather not. Better be safe than sorry. Besides, I don't know what anyone's getting up to. Rather not leave them behind.
Sure.
Right. By the time you guys finish making the stew, you hear sort of a thumping noise. There's a, what is happening? Oh! The little old gnomish man slides into the door frame, and he sees the three of you cooking. It's like, and then he turns and sees Kyrene.
Fia gives a little wave. She's wearing his apron.
Would you like some stew?
Royal decree. Ivan?
Aiko.
Aiko. Ask her.
Well, they were hungry and you weren't here. Well, yeah, at least you had supervision and you weren't setting the place on fire. That's all I ask. So that's good.
So you're telling me that we can come in here again? I think I'm getting the hang of this.
What supervision?
I'm supervising.
If you want to cook, I'll be keeping an eye on you next time, Captain. Just, he makes his way in. He kind of pushes past you. Okay. I'm just very particular about my kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to take my stew. I really appreciate that we were able to make it.
That does smell good.
You want some?
If you wouldn't mind. I spent all this time buying all these things. Deckard? You hear it. Deckard is like piling in with like a bunch of bags, a couple of different chests that are like strapped to him. And he's like, oh man, okay. when you said you needed a bunch of spice and dried meat, I didn't think it would be like 300 pounds of it. We making soup in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Makes his way into the corner, starts piling everything down.
I fill another bowl.
Okay. And the
Also,
three.
if you gentlemen like the soup, just keep my face in mind about what could possibly be your future.
Kyrene puts her head in her hands, like, oh no.
It was Locke's recipe, so
It's true.
Well, Maiko kind of like shuffles up to you. I don't know where you learned to cook like this, but not bad.
From the heart.
The best place to learn cooking from.
It's true. You know, you all inspire me so much.
Make a. Is this genuine? Is this make a persuasion check or a deception check? You have advantage.
I mean, I do anyway.
Yeah.
25.
Okay. Is this persuasion or deception?
Persuasion.
Okay. It's like, well, that's good. We'll remember this. Maybe we'll add it to the menu. We don't have enough soups.
it's called Locke's stew.
Lock stew. All right. I'll have to get the recipe from you later, lad.
Oh yeah, I'll totally write it down for you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you have a nice stew for dinner. And people start making their way back a little bit later into the night. But Aiko kind of shoos all of you out of his kitchen, not like in a rush, but like he's unpacking everything. The three of you exit. Kyrene just kind of turns on her heels and says, well, I've got some things I need to be working on, so I'll leave all of you to it.
All right.
Thank you for your company tonight, Locke, and your insight.
Okay.
And thank all three of you for the soup.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Oh, good night for now.
Mm.
Oh, and where's Bygram? He's usually with all three of you.
He had some
Leave-
business to take care of.
Yeah, otherwise occupied.
Oh, he better not be so occupied that he doesn't make it back here in the morning.
Well,
It's supposed to see.
Well, I'm sure we will. He's not one to be tardy.
mm-hmm.
Well, good night.
Good night. Speaking of good nights, I'm tired. I'm so tired, in fact, that I think maybe it would be best if I slept in the room that was made for me, you know?
You don't want to sleep in your hammock.
Nope.
Oh, but look, we just saw it. We saw Mock in Ty's room, and he was about. Well, do birds have knees? I don't know. He was about bird knee deep in a bag of sausages and rolls.
Oh, I can move
Breadsticks.
from out of there. Do you want my room instead, and I can stay in yours? Is what
Well, I would tell you to stay in your room.
I don't know. Maybe she just wants some privacy. I've been a nuisance. I know that.
That's not true.
Okay.
It's okay. You
Okay.
can sleep in your hammock.
All right.
I think so.
Listen, I was really sad when you guys were gone, if I'm honest. I had a weird day.
I'm sorry, buddy. We didn't mean to leave you.
Oh, no, it's fine. I just mean... I'm glad you're back.
We could, I mean, you don't have to. You have your own room. You can stay there. But if you want, we could all just hang out in our room.
Me?
If you want.
Like a sleepover?
Bach's pretty fond of sleepovers.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at them too.
I don't know if another hammock will fit in there. Unless,
I mean, I can also sleep on the floor if...
Well, no, I wouldn't presume to kick you out of your own bed.
There's room.
All right. Let me just tuck into my room for a moment and get ready.
Okay, but after the sleepover, remember this face.
Are you campaigning, Locke?
What are you scheming?
Well, here's the thing. I talked to Kyrene today, and she, I don't know, said some weird things, and then I asked her if she died, if I could be the captain, and she said no, and I was like, oh, jeez. And then she was like, it would be Iggsy. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I got to convince Iggsy that he doesn't want to be the captain. And then she was like, well, it would probably be someone else. And then I was like, oh, great. I see there's no moving up in this crew. And then she said, well, I suppose the crew would put it to a vote. And so, well.
So you are campaigning. I'd vote for you.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. I've always had strong feelings, positive feelings about your leadership.
Good.
And I mean, if Kyrene dies, Iggsy's gonna really mourn the loss, right? So he's probably gonna go home.
That's the love of his life, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. What if
He might just walk into the sea. I've heard of that before. Can't bear to be parted. Oh yeah, all right.
Or maybe I could stand in. I could be like,
are you going to marry Iggsy?
I never really thought of myself as the marrying type. But I'm thinking more like I could be like, you could just keep doing what you're doing through the grieving process, right? Like you just keep doing what you need to do so that like it feels familiar.
Right.
And you'll just step into the role of captain so that he doesn't have to. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, that's who wouldn't love this idea. It's great.
Kyrene.
Well, she'll be dead, so
that's true.
You guys hear that?
I just mean right now she doesn't like the idea.
Right.
You know, she doesn't want to be dead.
That's fair.
I feel like, that's reasonable.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay.
We're fixing whatever mess Mock has made
Okay.
in the
You
room.
open to see Mock just like splayed out, like
Belly.
little little belly, a bunch of little chunks like bread and sausage. And...
Can
He's
I
like
throw him out
Dionysus.
the window?
No. He's just
Like-
partying.
like lifts up a wing to be to like almost like a hand trying to wave at you.
At
Maybe
this
he's
moment.
dying.
He's not. He's just partying too hard.
Right. Okay. Can
He's
he
like-
party in the corner?
He can party and I don't want to leave him in the other room. What if he chokes on his own vomit?
That feels like a him problem.
Oh no.
Puts both wings over its engorged tummy.
Well, who did that, Mock?
It's
Okay.
pathetic.
I'll roll him over on the side.
Okay.
I'll clean up.
Yeah, okay. What were you writing?
I can't tell you.
Oh, it's a secret. Okay.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
well, it's more of a surprise.
Okay.
It's not ready yet.
Okay. I'll wait.
But it's for you, so
Oh. Okay.
when you asked me,
Yeah, I thanks. And I'm sorry we left you today, but
I was lying. It's okay. I just had a weird conversation with Kyrene, that's all.
yeah. I had a good time, so thanks for pushing.
That's good. I'm happy you had a good time.
Yeah.
Was like the ice cream really good?
I mean, it was fine. The guy serving it was a weirdo.
Did anything
But-
exciting happen? And if the ice cream wasn't good,
I mean, yeah.
what happened? Did you see like a cool manticore or something who was like totally a good guy?
No, that's not what. Sorry, I didn't see anyone like that. Anything like that.
Was there like a freak snowstorm or something and you made snow angels?
No storm either.
Was there a carnival?
No, I would have told you if there was a carnival.
Right. I would hope so.
I know you wouldn't want to miss a carnival.
Definitely not. I'd make a strong man pick me up.
I think a strong man would be able to. Yeah.
Certainly. If not, he'd be a pretty shit strong man.
I've picked you up before, so
Oh,
might be able to pick up more than just you, I would hope.
right.
It was just a nice time.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah. You're fine with a sleepover.
If you're fine with the sleepover.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to hear. I'm still in a pretty crummy mood, if I'm honest.
Maybe we can help with that. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Well, we're not leaving until the morning, so
Right.
we've got some time to think about it.
I don't know. I don't really want to meet anyone.
That's fine. No one else is invited to the sleepover anyways.
Right. I just meant, usually I would.
Yeah, I'm ready to go too.
Okay. As you two have this conversation and clean up the room, Fia, you were quickly going somewhere?
Yes, I was going to duck into my room, and then I was going to I was going to, after I wait a moment.
Polish your sword?
Well, you are truly not far off, just not in the way you think. I wait until it sounds like they're in the other room and maybe talking, and then I try again to summon my sword.
Make a charisma saving throw for me.
13.
13. You flex your fingers, you feel the magic, almost like an icy cold lightning kind of shoot up your body, into your arms, and you feel it coalesce in your heart for a moment and get sporadic. And as you try to bring it into your hands, and it's almost like you're reaching through cold water or snow, and you're trying to find something on the other side. And as you kind of coalesce this cold energy, it ripples and then fizzles out. No sword.
Fia will be a little bit frustrated, and then she'll sort of walk over to like her little porthole, and she'll jam her finger out and she'll say, "All right, if you're not going to give me a sword, and you're not going to pay any attention to me, then you're not going to take her from me. You're going to leave me the fuck alone."
Could you roll a D100 for me?
$47.
47. All right. Roll me another one. Do you want high, so above 47, or low, below 47?
Let's play the odds a little and we'll try for above.
Okay, above 47. Okay.
64.
64. All right. Do you want between 47 and 64 or outside 47 and 64?
I feel like outside of.
All right.
Oh no. Okay, that's. Oh wait, there you are. Okay. 91.
91. As you point out towards the sea, you see a wave off in the distance rise up and crash. There is the sound of thunder, and it echoes out. And us, the audience, see this echo, sort of this wave of sound move its way and tunnel directly towards Fia, slamming into the porthole as she looks through it. Fia, you hear this sound clear and crisp. You hear a, "I'll take whatever I want. Don't threaten me." The first sign of contact you've ever had.
Bitch. I wipe off my sweaty hands. I grab my pillow, a blanket, and probably change into whatever my pajamas are. Having a sleepover. And then I'll sort of compose myself, maybe retwist my braid. And gather myself and knock.
Okay. As you leave your room and head to the others, we see on the porthole of Fia's room that it is frosted over. As we follow Fia, she knocks at the door. And lock and tie, you open it and greet her. All right. Fia, you step into the room, shutting the door behind you, beginning a... If you want to roleplay, you can, but I'm going to give Ben a little bit of time soon. But you begin this sleepover of the ages. Anything specific you want to do?
I don't know that there's anything specific other than just like, I mean, Ty's never had a sleepover other than with her sister and with Locke. But their sleepover just continues every night. They just have not stopped having a sleepover.
I mean, it would literally just be Locke being like,
Don't worry about him. He's full. Come sit right here.
I feel like Locke is performing, and eventually, like, Fia and Ty would sit on the bed, and Fia would just rest her head on Fia's shoulder, on Ty's shoulder. Just like a close proximity.
You have a soft, comforting evening of companionship and friendship that eventually gives way to sleep. As we cut to the earliest of risers, the next morning, Bygram, you're there in this swanky room. Elena is in bed. She is completely asleep. Actually, hey Ben, I'm gonna pull one on you.
What does that mean? Oh,
Ben, sorry, Bygram, you wake up in this swanky room. It smells of lavender and mint, vanilla, and there's a touch of a fruity smell. Raspberries? You're not sure. You wake up and turn to your side. Elena is not there. There is a neatly folded note and another book.
oh,
You also see that there is a little bit of breakfast and room service. You open and read the note.
yeah. He's kind of stunned.
Okay.
This is a
You
this is a
open
first
and
for
read the
him.
note. It says, "Dear Bygram, I had a great time with you last night, but my job calls me to continue my duties, so I can't stay the full night with you. It was fun, and I thank you for the dance and your company. I hope you find whatever you need to ground yourself on your journey of change. And I thought I would lend you this It's not the nicest of reads, but this book will hopefully open your eyes to some of the dangerous things in nature. Keep yourself safe and keep your friends even safer. Warmest regards, Elena. You find a black and red book. There are sort of diamond-shaped stripes along its cover. It has a dark purple ribbon that is kept as a bookmark on the binding, and it says, "The Curled Thorns of Nature's Betrayal. A study of poisons, necrosis, and dark maladies." So you pick up the book. It is well kept. It is soft and supple. The paper smells almost new, and the edges are sheared in a way that the book has the edges have almost like a roughness to it.
Damn. All right. So first for me. Okay. Let me. I usually do all this. This is. Okay. He's gonna eat a little bit.
Yeah. There's a little breakfast platter for you. You notice that the stoneware seems to be enchanted to keep the meal warm. And you've also got like a nice warm coffee.
Oh, she's so thoughtful, man. That's
Yeah.
It's Prince treatment. I like it. This is wow. Oh. Okay, I should probably get back to the. Let me take a shower so the rest don't.
There are facilities here, or at least facilities nearby. You get yourself spruced up.
Yeah,
you have a little montage of Bagram. There's like an open window. You're like sitting on the bed, sheets over your unmentionables. You're kind of just looking out.
Yeah.
It's a good day. It's a nice sunny day.
It's wonderful. Hair down. Yeah, it's great.
All right. You get yourself ready. You tie your hair back up. It's Bagram's world.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
It's another day.
You take a nice morning stroll and make your way back to the boat. Could you give me a perception check?
Sure. That is a 10.
10. It's just a nice morning. You see that there are boats. Some of them have already set sail at this hour. You see some off in the distance. You see one kind of far off, and you don't know what about it is calling to you, but you kind of just look at it. It's got like it's like a small ship. You can barely see it. There's like a blue sail, and you're like, huh. Cool. There are small little birds here and there, and it's just a nice morning. And you make your way back to the Stormbreaker.
All right. Yeah. We're just taking it all in, saying good morning to people. It's nice.
Yeah. As you step back on the ship, the sun shines behind you. And we'll end our episode tonight there. Thank you all for joining us tonight for our story on the seas, filled with drama, action, romance,
Boning,
comedy, and a little bit of something else.
For a second,
Anyways.
I thought he was going to be off the ship. I'm like, no.
No.
You just see the Stormbreaker.
And you
As soon as you said it looks familiar.
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
like
oh.
You're
you're
literally Zoro.
not.
And he's like, boy.
I mean,
Boy.
Bygram is very
Boy.
Zoro coded, but I can't do that to you.
I was gonna cry. I was like, "You're kicking me off the ship like this? The one man that wants to stay? That's fucked up, man." Truly.
Well, thanks for joining us. Sound off and say goodbye, everybody.
Sound
Oh
off
my
and say
goodness.
goodbye, everybody.
Well, we'll see you next time. Our story in the seas. Good night.
Yeah.